When Sola married Tara, everyone in Dema town believed their love was strong like a giant baobab tree. Sola was tall and gentle. Tara was calm and kind, with a slow smile that made people trust her. They lived in a small but bright house near the market road, and every morning they walked together to buy bread and fruits. For a long time, Tara thought she knew everything about Sola. But one quiet evening, something strange began. It started with a dream. Tara dreamed of a woman standing in the rain. The woman wore a yellow dress and had long black hair that covered her face. She whispered Tara's name softly. Tara, Tara. Tara woke with her heart beating fast. She looked at Sola sleeping beside her, his face peaceful. She tried to shake the dream away, telling herself it was only a dream. But the dream returned the next night. And the next. On the fourth night, the woman in the yellow dress finally lifted her face. Tara froze. The woman looked almost like her, same eyes, same mouth, same cheekbones, but older, sadder, and angry. "Where is he?" the woman asked. Tara sat up in fear. The woman in the dream pointed behind her. "He promised me," she whispered. "He promised me first." Tara woke shaking, her body cold and her heart full of questions. She looked at Sola again. This time, she wasn't sure if she truly knew the man sleeping beside her. The next morning, Tara followed her normal routine. She swept the house, washed her face, and prepared tea. But her hands were shaky. She kept thinking about the strange dream. Sola walked out of the bedroom, stretching. "Good morning, love," he said. Tara watched him carefully. "Sola, can I ask something?" "Yes," he replied, taking a sip of tea. "Before you met me, did you promise anything to another woman?" Sola choked on his tea. "What kind of question is that?" Tara's stomach tightened. She wasn't sure if he reacted because he was shocked or because he was hiding something. "I just want to know," she whispered. Sola forced a smile. "No, Tara, I did not." But something about his smile felt stiff, almost like a mask. Later that day, Tara walked to the market. As she passed a group of old women, she overheard them whispering. "Sola, that boy? Ah, he thinks we don't know. He traveled a lot. Too many secrets. What happened to that first girl? What was her name again?" Tara stopped walking. "First girl?" Her heart pounded. She turned toward the women, wanting to ask, but fear stopped her. Something inside her whispered, "You may not like the answer." When Tara reached the fruit stall, she felt someone watching her. She turned and saw a little girl with bright eyes staring at her. The girl whispered, "Auntie, she is coming." Tara frowned. "Who?" The girl lifted her small hand and pointed behind Tara. Tara turned, but no one was there. Only wind, only fear, only the memory of the woman in the yellow dress whispering, "He promised me first." That night, Tara couldn't sleep. Every small sound in the room made her heart jump. Sola snored quietly beside her, calm and unaware of the storm building inside Tara. At midnight, Tara got up to get water from the kitchen. As she walked past the living room, she froze. Someone was sitting on their sofa. Tara's breath caught in her throat. She could see the shape of a woman sitting with her back facing her. Her yellow dress glowed faintly in the moonlight. Tara stepped back, shaking. The woman didn't move. Tara whispered, "Who are you?" The woman slowly turned her head. But before Tara could see the face clearly, Sola's voice came from behind her. "Tara, what are you doing up?" Tara's eyes snapped back to the sofa. It was empty. Sola rubbed his eyes. "Is everything all right?" "Ah!" Tara wanted to scream, "No, nothing is all right." But instead, she forced a weak smile. "I just thought I saw something." Sola laughed softly. "You worry too much." But Tara kept staring at the empty sofa because the cushion was still sinking, as if someone had only just stood up, and a small wet footprint glistened on the floor. Tara's heartbeat thudded painfully in her chest. The woman in yellow was not just a dream anymore. The next morning, Tara decided she had to ask anyone, if they knew about Sola's past. She dressed quickly and left the house before Sola woke up. She walked to the home of Mama Kila, an elderly woman known for knowing everyone's stories. Mama Kila sat on her wooden stool peeling oranges. "Tara, my child," she said warmly, "you look tired. What troubles you?" Tara sat beside her. "Mama, I want to ask about Sola." "Mama," Mama Kila's hand paused mid-peel. "Ah, Sola." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "What about him? Did he ever love someone before me?" Mama Kila sighed, then leaned closer. "My child, every man has a past. But did he promise marriage to someone?" Mama Kila hesitated. Then she whispered, "There was a woman, long before you came to town." Tara felt her blood turn cold. "What was her name?" Mama Kila looked around, then said quietly, "Amina." "Amina?" Tara repeated. The name felt heavy, like it carried rain clouds. Mama Kila nodded. She was beautiful, gentle, and deeply in love with Sola. They planned to marry, but one day she disappeared. "Disappeared?" Tara whispered. "Yes, people searched everywhere. River, forest, old wells, but she was never found." Tara swallowed hard. "What happened between them?" "No one knows," Mama Kila said, but Sola returned alone, looking broken. A strange chill moved through Tara's body. The woman in the yellow dress. Could she be Amina? Tara stood slowly, her legs shaky. "Thank you, Mama." Mama Kila held her hand tightly. "Be careful, Tara. Some stories do not like being touched." As Tara walked away, she felt a strange presence behind her. She turned sharply. No one was there, but she smelled wet earth, and a soft whisper drifted through the wind. "Tara." That night, Tara waited for Sola to fall asleep. She needed to think, to breathe, to understand what was happening. But as she lay beside him, something strange happened. Sola began talking in his sleep. "Tara, no, don't go there." Tara froze and listened. Amina, I'm sorry. I had no choice." Tara's breath shook. "Amina." There it was again. She gently sat up, watching Sola's face. His eyes were tightly shut, his brows squeezed in fear, and sweat gathered on his forehead. He whispered again, "Amina, please, forgive me." Tara's heart twisted. She felt pain, anger, and fear mixing inside her like boiling water. She whispered, "What did you do, Sola?" Sola gasped in his sleep, as if someone was choking him. Tara shook him awake. "Sola, wake up." He sat up coughing, looking confused. "What happened?" "You were having a nightmare," Tara said. "You called Amina's name." Sola's eyes widened. His whole body went still. "Tara, don't ask about that. But you owe me the truth." Sola shook his head, fear filling his eyes. "Some truth is dangerous." Tara raised her voice slightly. "Sola, I am your wife." Sola stood from the bed and walked away. "I can't talk about her." Tara whispered. "Why not?" Sola turned, eyes dark and sad. "Because Amina is dead." Tara's breath caught. "But she visits me," she whispered. "Every night. She is not gone." "Ah." Sola's face turned pale. He whispered, "Tara, this house is no longer safe." Suddenly, they heard soft knocking on the window. Knock, knock, knock. Sola stared at the window, trembling. Tara whispered, "Sola, who is outside?" He shook his head slowly, whispering back, "She never knocks." The knocking grew louder. The window rattled as if someone was desperately trying to come in. Tara grabbed Sola's arm. "Who is it?" she whispered. Sola's lips trembled. Not a who. A what? The knocking suddenly stopped. Silence filled the room. Tara waited. 1 second. 2 seconds. Then something slid across the window glass. A wet handprint. Tara gasped and stepped back. The handprint slowly dragged downward, leaving a long smear of water. A soft, sobbing sound drifted through the window cracks. Tara whispered. Amina? Sola grabbed her shoulder. Don't say her name. Why? Tell me. Sola shut his eyes tightly, like a man fighting a storm inside his mind. Amina wasn't supposed to die. I made a mistake. A mistake, Tara repeated. Suddenly, the sobbing outside stopped, and a soft voice called from behind the window curtain. Sola. Both Tara and Sola froze. Sola. The voice whispered again. Come out. I am waiting. Tara stepped behind him. Sola, don't go. But Sola's eyes were wide, like he was in a trance. He moved toward the curtain. Tara grabbed his arm. No! A sharp wind blew into the room, slamming the door shut. The window curtain lifted slightly. A pale face stared back at them, hair wet, lips trembling, eyes full of sorrow and anger. Amina. Tara screamed. Sola fell to his knees. Amina whispered. You promised me, Sola. You promised me first. The lights in the house flickered. Tara felt something cold brush her shoulder. She turned slowly, but nothing was there. Amina's voice floated in the air. Tara, your place is not beside him. The lights went out, and the room fell into darkness. When the lights came back on, Amina was gone. But the window was wide open, and the cold night air filled the room. Tara shivered as she closed the window quickly. Sola sat on the floor, shaking like a leaf in a storm. Tara knelt beside him. Sola, please tell me the truth. What happened to Amina? Sola buried his face in his hands. I didn't mean for her to die. Tara's heart tightened. Tell me. Sola spoke slowly, voice cracking. Amina and I were engaged. We planned everything. But 1 week before the wedding, we had a big fight. She accused me of leaving her for another woman. I got angry and walked away. Tara frowned. That can't be all. Sola shook his head weakly. That night, she followed me to the river. It was raining. The ground was slippery. She tried to talk to me, but I didn't want to listen. I told her to leave me alone. What happened? Tara whispered. Sola's voice broke. She slipped. Tara covered her mouth. I tried to save her, he said, tears falling. But the river took her. The water was too strong. I screamed for help, but no one came. Tara hugged her knees. Sola, why didn't you tell me? He wiped his face. Because I know she blames me. And now she's back. Tara whispered, she's angry. Sola nodded. Very angry. Outside, a dog suddenly began barking. Then another. Soon the whole neighborhood echoed with loud, frightened barking. Tara peered through the window. The street was empty, but the dogs barked at one thing, the air. Tara whispered, she's still here. Sola grabbed her hand. We must leave this house. But where will we go? Before Sola could answer, they heard something dragging across the roof, slowly, heavily, moving toward them. Tara felt her heart turn to ice. Amina was no longer just visiting. She was hunting. Sola locked the windows and doors as fast as he could. Tara grabbed a flashlight, even though the electricity was still on. Something about the light made her feel safer. The dragging sound on the roof grew louder. Tara held Sola's arm tightly. We can't stay here, she whispered. Sola nodded. We will go to my uncle's old house outside the town. No one lives there anymore. What if she follows us? Tara asked. Sola swallowed hard. We will take that risk. As they packed a small bag, something strange happened. Every mirror in the house began to fog up. Slowly, letters appeared on the foggy glass. F-I-N-D-M-E. Tara stepped back, gripping the flashlight. Sola. She wants you to find her. No, Sola whispered. She wants revenge. Suddenly, all the fog vanished at once, leaving the mirrors clear again. Tara felt her skin crawl. We need to leave now. They stepped outside quietly. The night felt heavy, almost like it was watching them. The barking dogs had stopped. Even the wind had stopped. Everything was too quiet. As they approached Sola's car, Tara saw something in the back seat. She pointed with a shaking hand. Sola, look. Inside the car on the back seat lay a yellow dress. Wet, dripping. Sola steg back. No, no, no. The car doors slowly unlocked by themselves. Click, click. The interior lights flickered on. A wet footprint appeared on the back seat. Then another. Then a third. Moving toward the door, Tara screamed. Sola, run. They turned to run, but the car doors slammed shut loudly. Bang! The headlights turned on by themselves, shining directly at Sola and Tara. A cold voice whispered from inside the car. Sola, don't leave me again. Sola grabbed Tara's hand as they ran into the dark road, not stopping even when they heard the car engine start by itself. The car began rolling slowly behind them, following them, waiting, hungry. Amina was getting stronger. They ran until their legs felt weak. The road ahead was dark, and only the moon showed their path. Tara kept looking back, afraid the car was still following them, but the road was empty. Sola bent over, breathing hard. We need a place to hide. Tara pointed toward a small building near the roadside. Look, there is a little shop. The shop was closed for the night, but it had a small veranda and a bench where they could sit. Tara sat down, shaking. Sola sat beside her, burying his face in his hands. Everything is my fault, he whispered. Tara touched his arm. We will find a way to stop her. Sola shook his head. You don't understand. Amina loved me too much. If she is back, she will never leave. Tara looked at him. Sola, do you still love her? Sola looked shocked. Tara, no. I love you. But Tara wasn't sure anymore. The fear and jealousy swirled in her stomach like a storm. Suddenly, the night wind began to blow again. Tara hugged herself. Sola, something feels strange. Then she heard it. Drip, drip, drip. She looked up at the roof of the shop. Something wet was dripping from above. Sola, Tara whispered. They looked up. Dada screamed. A woman crouched on the roof, her yellow dress soaked, her hair hanging down like ropes of night, her fingers curled over the edge of the roof like claws. Amina. She stared straight at Tara. Her eyes were deep black, full of pain and anger. Tara, she whispered, you took what was mine. Sola stepped forward. Amina, stop this. Amina's head turned slowly toward him. Then she smiled, a sad, broken smile. Sola, she whispered, you promised me. You left me in the dark water. You left me alone. Sola trembled. Amina, I tried to save you. Amina screamed. It was a scream so sharp and powerful that windows along the road cracked. Tara covered her ears. The air grew thick, and the lights from a nearby street lamp flickered. Amina leaned closer. You will feel what I felt. Both of you. Then she vanished into thin air. Tara gasped. Is she gone? Sola swallowed. No, she's only beginning. Sola and Tara stood silently, waiting for the shaking in their bodies to calm. Tara whispered, "We can't stay here. Where is your uncle's old house?" "About a 30-minute walk from here," Sola said. "If we hurry." They began walking again. The night felt even heavier now. Tara kept glancing behind her, expecting Amina to appear again, dripping and angry. After a long, tense silence, Tara asked, "Why did Amina think you were going to leave her?" Sola sighed deeply. "Amina wanted to move too fast. She wanted everything immediately. Marriage, children, a house. I loved her, but I needed time. When I asked for us to wait, she thought it meant I didn't love her anymore." Tara nodded slowly. "And the fight started." "Yes," Sola said. "I said things I should not have said. She also said things that cut deeply. We were both angry." Tara thought for a moment. "But you said she followed you to the river?" "Yes," Sola whispered. "She ran after me, crying. The rain was heavy. The river was full. One wrong step, she slipped." Tara frowned. "You didn't go to the police?" "I did," Sola said. "But they found no body. They said maybe she left town. Maybe she ran away. People believed what they wanted." Tara felt a chill. "But you knew the truth." Sola nodded sadly. They walked in silence again. Suddenly, Tara stopped. "Sola, do you hear that?" He listened. At first, there was nothing. Then, footsteps. Soft, slow, wet. Squelch, squelch, squelch. Tara grabbed Sola's hand. "Someone is following us." Sola turned slowly. At first, the road behind them was empty. Then, a shape slowly appeared from the darkness. A woman, walking barefoot, leaving wet footprints on the dry ground. "Amina," Sola whispered. Her head was tilted to the side. Her arms hung limply. Water dripped from her clothes and hair. She whispered, "Sola, I found you." Tara screamed and pulled Sola forward. "Run!" They ran as fast as they could. But Amina's footsteps continued behind them, soft, steady, impossible to outrun. She was not alive, she was not human, and she was not giving up. They reached the long, narrow road that led to Sola's uncle's old house. The house sat alone on a small hill, with tall grass around it. The moonlight made everything look silver and quiet, but Tara felt no peace. She kept hearing Amina's footsteps in her mind. Sola pushed open the rusty gate. It creaked loudly. Tara jumped at the sound. "It's okay," Sola whispered. "We are almost safe." But Tara did not feel safe. They reached the front door. Sola searched for the key in the small pot beside the door. "My uncle always hid the key here," he said. Tara looked around nervously. The air was too still, like it was holding its breath. Suddenly she whispered, "Sola, hurry." Sola found the old key and unlocked the door. The house smelled of dust and forgotten memories. Tara stepped inside quickly. The moment the door closed, Tara heard a faint whisper outside. "Tara." She froze. "Sola, did you hear that?" Sola listened. The whisper came again, soft, pulling, almost like a sad song. "Tara, come outside." Tara covered her ears. "No, no." Sola grabbed her shoulders. "Don't listen. Spirits use voices to confuse." Tara felt tears in her eyes. "Why is she calling me?" "Because she thinks you took her place," Sola said softly. "She thinks you replaced her." Tara shook her head. "I did not even know she existed." Sola sighed. Amina's heart was too full, too heavy. When she loved too much. They sat on the dusty floor, breathing hard. After a long silence, Tara whispered, "Sola, what if Amina wants more than revenge?" "What do you mean? What if she wants to take me?" Tara said. Sola stiffened. "She can't." but Tara saw fear in his eyes. He wasn't sure, and that terrified her. Then they heard it. A slow, careful footstep on the wooden porch. One step, another, another. Coming closer, Tara held Sola's hand tightly. Outside, Amina whispered, "I know you're inside." The footsteps on the porch stopped right in front of the door. Tara clung to Sola's arm so tightly she could feel his heartbeat racing. Amina whispered again, "Sola, open the door." Sola shook his head, his voice shaking. "Don't answer her." Amina's voice grew sweeter, like she was singing. "Sola, don't you remember the ring? Don't you remember the promise?" Tara whispered. "Sola, what promise?" Sola didn't answer. Amina continued, "You said we would be together, even in death." Tara's heart dropped. "Sola, you lied to me." Sola whispered, "Tara, I was young. I didn't know she would take it seriously." The doorknob twisted slowly. Tara screamed, "She's coming in!" But the door didn't open. Something was stopping Amina. She hissed softly, angry and frustrated. "You can't hide forever," she whispered. "I will wait." Then the footsteps moved away from the porch. Sola and Tara didn't move for a long time. They just sat, listening to the silence outside. Finally, Tara whispered, "Tell me everything." Sola rubbed his face. "I was 19. I told Amina I would love her forever. She made me repeat the promise at the river. I didn't know she wanted a spiritual vow." Tara frowned. "Spiritual vow?" "A vow at the river means your spirits are tied," Sola said. "Breaking the promise brings consequences. And marrying me broke it," Tara whispered. Sola looked away. "Yes." Tara's eyes filled with tears. "So Amina thinks I stole her future." Sola nodded helplessly. They sat quietly, listening for any sound. Suddenly, Tara heard something soft humming coming from outside the window. It was the same tune she heard in her dreams. Tara covered her mouth. "Sola, that's her." Sola moved quietly to the window and peeked through a crack. Tara whispered, "Is she there?" "Yes," Sola whispered. "She's standing under the tree." Tara's hands shook. "What is she doing?" Sola swallowed. "She's smiling, waiting." Tara felt cold. Amina was patient, very patient, and she wasn't leaving until she got what she wanted. They tried to sleep, but sleep did not come. Tara lay on an old mat on the floor while Sola sat beside her, staring at the window. "Sola," Tara whispered, "we need help. Someone who understands spirits." Sola nodded slowly. "There is someone. Baba Kana, a spiritual guide. He lives in the forest near River Sorrow." "Nay, then we should go to him," Tara said. Sola shook his head. "He is far, and Amina is close. She won't let us reach him easily." Tara took a deep breath. "We have to try." Sola was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "All right. At sunrise, we will leave." Tara finally closed her eyes, tired and scared, but as she drifted off, she heard music. Soft, slow, sad, a humming. Tara sat up trembling. "Sola, do you hear that?" Sola's eyes widened. Yes, the humming came from inside the house. Tara's blood froze. "In here," she whispered. Sola grabbed the flashlight and shined it around. The humming grew louder. Then the old door to the back room creaked open by itself. Tara screamed and backed away. A woman's shadow stretched across the floor. Amina. She stepped out of the dark room, her yellow dress dripping, her hair hanging like wet ropes. In her hand, she held something small. "A ring," Tara whispered. Is that? Sola gasped. The ring I gave her. Amina's eyes were empty but full of pain. She held the ring toward Sola. You said forever, she whispered. Why did you lie? Sola bent down, trembling. Amina, please. Amina suddenly stared at Tara. Her eyes turned darker. You took my place. Tara shook her head quickly. No, I didn't know. Amina stepped closer. He was mine. The flashlight flickered. Amina's face twisted. Give him back. The windows slammed shut. The door locked itself. Tara cried, Sola, she's trapping us. Sola pulled Tara behind him, shouting, Amina, stop! Amina raised her hand. Sola's body lifted into the air, choking. Tara screamed and ran forward, trying to grab him, but a force pushed her back. Amina whispered, He will come with me, even if I must take him by force. Tara cried helplessly. Then, just as quickly as it began, Amina vanished, dropping Sola to the floor. Tara crawled to him. Sola! Sola! Are you okay? Sola gasped for air, coughing. We must leave. Now, before she comes back stronger. Tara nodded, tears falling. Amina was not just angry. She was becoming powerful. And more dangerous than before. When dawn arrived, the sky was pale, orange, and soft. Tara and Sola didn't waste any time. They left the house quietly, carrying only a bottle of water and a small bag with a few things. Tara kept looking around. Do you think she's still watching us? Sola didn't answer. They walked toward the forest path that led to Baba Kena's place. The trees grew close together, making the path feel narrow and dark even in the morning light. Tara whispered, Why does Baba Kena live all the way here? Sola replied, He says spirits don't like noisy places. They like quiet paths. Tara shivered. Spirits like this one too much. They walked deeper into the forest. Birds sang above them. But Tara felt no comfort. Halfway down the path, Tara stopped suddenly. Sola, look. On the ground was a trail of wet footprints. Barefoot, fresh, leading deeper into the forest. Sola whispered. She knows we are coming. Tara grabbed his hand. We can't turn back. Sola nodded. We follow the path, not the footprints. They walked faster, but after a few minutes, the trees ahead of them changed shape. The branches twisted unnaturally. The air grew cold. Tara whispered, Sola, something's wrong. Then she saw her. Amina stood between the trees. But this time she didn't walk. She floated slightly above the ground, her dress waving like it was underwater. Her eyes found Tara. You cannot hide. Sola stood in front of Tara, shouting, Amina, leave us alone. Amina tilted her head. Did you leave me alone? The wind around them grew wild. Leaves spun in circles. The branches shook. Amina reached out a hand toward Sola. You are mine. Tara stepped in front of him, shaking but brave. No. He chose me. Amina's face twisted with anger. You are nothing, she screamed. He belongs to me. A burst of force hit Tara, throwing her to the ground. Sola screamed. Tara. Amina reached for him, pulling him toward her. His feet slid across the dirt. Tara crawled toward him, tears streaming. Sola! Don't let her take you, Amina whispered. Come with me, Sola. We will finish what we began. Just then, a loud voice echoed through the forest. Enough, Amina hissed and vanished in a cloud of mist. An old man stepped from behind a tree. Tara gasped. Baba Kena. He held a staff carved with strange markings. His eyes were sharp and knowing. He looked at Tara and Sola and said, You should not have waited this long. Then he added softly, She is stronger than I expected. Baba Kena led them deeper into the forest, to a small hut surrounded by smooth stones. Tara noticed symbols carved into each stone. Sola whispered, "What are those?" "Protection marks," Babakina said. "She cannot cross them." Tara looked around nervously. "But she followed us this far." "Yes," Babakina said quietly, "because the bond between you three is strong. Too strong." He motioned for them to sit inside the hut. A fire burned in the center, though there was no smoke escaping the roof. Strange dried herbs hung from the ceiling, and the air smelled of earth and old secrets. Babakena sat facing them. "Tell me everything." Sola explained everything. Amina, the promise, the river, the accident, getting married to Tara, Amina's return. Babakena listened with his eyes closed. When Sola finished, Tara asked softly, "Baba, why is she after me? Why not only Sola?" Babakena opened his eyes. "Because love is not a simple thing. Amina feels betrayed. In her heart, you are the symbol of that betrayal." Tara swallowed. "What does she want?" Babakena's voice was quiet. "She wants what she lost, her future, her promise, her life." Sola looked scared. "Can we stop her?" Babakena looked at the flames. "Stopping her is not simple. A spirit with a broken heart is one of the strongest kinds." Tara felt dread in her chest. "What can we do?" Babakena looked at Tara. "You must face her." Tara felt the air leave her lungs. "Me?" "Yes," Babakena said. "She does not fear Sola, but she sees you as the one who replaced her. She will not rest until she speaks to you." Tara shook her head. "Baba, she tried to kill me." "She is confused," Babakena said. "But you must understand something important." He leaned closer. "Amina does not fully understand she is dead." Tara and Sola both gasped. Sola whispered, "What do you mean?" "A spirit caught between love and pain becomes trapped," Babakena said. "She remembers the river, the fall, the darkness, but she does not know she crossed to the other side," Tara whispered. "So she thinks I stole Sola while she was still alive?" "Yes," Babakena nodded. "In her mind, you are the intruder." Tara wiped her tears. "But how do I face her?" Babakena took a deep breath. "Tonight, when she comes, you will speak to her." Sola grabbed Tara's hand. "No, she will harm her." Babakena shook his head. "If Tara does not speak to her, Amina will keep growing stronger. And when she becomes too strong," he looked toward the trees, "she will not stop at only taking Sola." Tara's heart dropped. "What do you mean?" she whispered. Babakena looked at her sadly. "She will take you too." That night, Babakena prepared the hut for Amina's arrival. He placed candles in a circle, sprinkled chalk patterns on the ground, and put a small bowl of river water in the center. Tara sat beside Sola, holding his hand tightly. Her heart raced so fast she felt it in her throat. Babakena sat across from them and said, "When she comes, do not run, do not scream, do not look away. She will try to scare you, she will try to break you, but you must stand firm." Tara whispered, "I'm scared." "That is good," Babakena said. "Fear will keep you awake." Sola hugged Tara gently. "I'm here. You won't face her alone." Babakena cleared his throat. "Sola, you cannot speak tonight. Your words will worsen her anger." Sola froze. I can't talk?" "No," Babakena said. "Only Tara may speak." Sola looked deeply afraid. "But if she hurts—" "She will not," Babakena said. "If Tara stays strong." Tara closed her eyes, gathering courage like water cupped in her hands. She whispered, "I'll try." Baba Kana nodded. It is time. He blew out the candles. The hut went dark. At first, there was silence. Then, drip, drip, drip. Water began falling from nowhere, hitting the dirt floor softly. The air grew cold, then colder, until Tara could see her breath. Sola grabbed her hand, squeezing tightly. Baba Kana whispered, "She is near." A shadow appeared in the corner of the hut. Then another. Then they merged into one shape. Amina. She stood inside the hut, her yellow dress glowing faintly, her hair wet and sticking to her face. Tara's heart pounded painfully. Amina stared directly at her. "Tara," she whispered. Tara swallowed hard. "Amina, I want to talk." Amina tilted her head slowly. "Talk?" Her voice was sharp and soft at the same time. "Talk about what you stole?" Tara shook her head. "I didn't steal, Sola. You replaced me," Amina hissed, taking a step forward. "You took my place beside him." Tara forced herself not to look away. "Amina, I am sorry for what happened to you." Amina's eyes flickered. Confusion, pain, anger. Tara continued, her voice gentle. "Sola did not want you to die. He tried to help." Amina screamed. The hut shook. The chalk circle cracked. The candles flickered back to life with blue flames. Amina stepped closer. "You lie. He left me. He shows you." Tara felt tears in her eyes. "Amina, I didn't know. I didn't even know you existed. Please believe me." Amina's face softened for a moment, then hardened. "You took everything," Tara whispered. "Amina, I think you're hurting because you don't know something." Amina frowned. "What?" Tara's voice trembled. "Amina, you died." Amina froze. The air became still. Tara whispered again. "You slipped. You fell into the river. You didn't survive." Amina shook her head slowly. "No?" Tara nodded. "I'm so sorry, Amina. But you're not alive anymore." Amina's face twisted in horror. "No," she whispered. "He promised me forever. He promised me." Her voice cracked. Then she screamed a scream full of heartbreak. The hut shook so violently that dust fell from the ceiling. Amina vanished. Tara gasped and clung to Sola. Baba Kana whispered, "You touched the truth in her heart, but she is not ready to accept it." Tara shivered. "What happens now?" Baba Kana looked at the bowl of water. It had turned black. "She's angrier than before." Sola whispered, "Baba, will she kill us?" Baba Kana looked outside the hut. "She might." Then he added, "She is coming back stronger." The next morning, Tara felt like her soul was tired, not her body, her soul. Sola held her hand gently, guiding her outside the hut. The forest was calm, but it felt like a calm before something terrible. Birds sang, but their songs sounded worried. Even the wind seemed to hesitate. Baba Kana stepped out behind them. His face was serious, eyes heavy with thought. Tara asked quietly, "What do we do now?" Baba Kana looked at her. "Amina is in pain. But now she also knows the truth is near. Spirits who resist the truth become unstable. Dangerous." Tara swallowed. "Dangerous how?" Baba Kana pointed at the trees. "When Amina screamed last night, several trees near the river were uprooted. Animals ran. Even the river changed direction for a moment." Sola's eyes widened. "She is becoming that strong." "Yes," Baba Kana said, "because she does not want to let go. Her love and her anger are growing into power." Tara whispered, "Can we help her let go?" Baba Kana hesitated. "Yes, but it will not be easy, and there is a price." Sola stepped forward. I will pay it. Baba Kena shook his head. You cannot say that yet. You must first hear what the price is. Tara looked between them nervously. What price? Baba Kena sighed. Amina needs to see what really happened the night she died. She must witness the truth again. Only then can she find peace. Sola frowned. But how can she see it? That night is gone. Baba Kena tapped his staff on the ground. We must return to the river and open the memory. Tara felt chills. Open the memory? Yes, Baba Kena said. There are rituals that allow a spirit to relive a moment of their past, but it is dangerous. Spirits in pain may attack, even kill. Sola looked down. If it releases her, I'll do it. Tara squeezed his hand. We will do it together. Baba Kena nodded. Then prepare your hearts. We go at sunset. Tara whispered, Why sunset? Baba Kena answered quietly, Because that is the time Amina died. Her spirit will be strongest and weakest. They spent the day gathering herbs, drawing symbols on stones, and preparing the ritual tools. Tara felt fear growing inside her, but she kept going. She had to. Sola stood by the riverbank, looking at the water. Tara, this is where it happened. Tara touched the water gently. It felt cold, too cold. As the sun slowly sank behind the trees, the sky turned gold and red. Baba Kena placed the last stone in the ritual circle. It is time. Tara held Sola's hand tightly. The river went silent. The wind stopped. The world seemed to freeze. Then a soft voice whispered behind them, I remember this place. They turned. Amina stood there, her yellow dress glowing, her eyes full of pain, full of anger, full of memories. She whispered, Show me. And the river began to rise. The river twisted strangely, swirling upward like smoke. Tara squeezed Sola's hand tightly as the water formed shapes, waves, shadows, memories. Amina stepped toward the edge of the ritual circle. Baba Kena held up his staff. Do not enter yet, he warned. Amina's eyes glowed. I want to see. She stared at the water as it rose, forming an image, a rainy night. Sola standing by the river, Amina crying and running toward him. Tara whispered, It's really happening. Sola looked down, his face full of pain. This is the truth. Amina watched the memory silently. In the watery image, the rain fell hard. Amina called Sola's name. Sola shouted back angrily. Amina stepped closer, her feet sliding on the wet mud. Memory Amina reached for him and slipped. Tara grabbed her chest. The memory made her feel the fall. Amina watched herself falling backward, arms flailing, eyes full of shock. No, she whispered. No. The memory continued. Amina hit the water. Sola jumped in after her, fighting the current. Tara held her breath. She didn't know Sola had tried so hard. Sola, in the memory, yelled Amina's name, struggled, reached, and almost caught her hand, but the river took her under. Amina watched, trembling. She whispered, I didn't know. I didn't know he tried. Tara stepped forward. Amina, he did not leave you. He didn't want you to die. Amina's face filled with sadness. I thought he ran away. I thought he left me in the river. Sola stepped close, tears in his eyes. Amina, I loved you. I was angry, but I never wanted to lose you. Amina looked at him silently. Then something dark moved through her eyes. I loved you, she whispered. I waited for you, in the darkness, but you never came. Her voice grew sharper. You moved on. You chose her. She pointed at Tara. Tara took a small step back. Baba Kena raised his staff. Amina, you have seen the truth. Now, you must accept it. Amina stared at the swirling memory of her fall. Her face softened. Her spirit flickered like light in water. Tara whispered, Amina, it's time to rest. Amina's lips trembled. Rest? Baba Kana nodded. Yes. You do not belong here anymore. Amina closed her eyes. The river memory faded back into the water. For a moment, she looked peaceful. Then her face changed. Her eyes snapped open, dark, furious. No, she screamed. I won't rest. I won't disappear. Her body rose into the air, hair floating wildly. You took my future, she screamed at Tara. You took my place. Tara stepped back in fear. Sola ran to stand in front of her. Amina! Stop! But Amina's rage only grew. You will feel what I felt. The river exploded upward. The ritual stones cracked. Baba Kana struggled to hold his staff steady. Amina's voice echoed like thunder. If I cannot have peace, then none of you will. Tara screamed as Amina rushed toward her. A wave of pure spirit, pain, and fury. The wave of fury struck Tara and Sola, knocking them to the ground. The river behind them churned unnaturally, rising higher than Tara had ever seen. Water sprayed into the air like mist from a waterfall. She struggled to stand, gripping Sola's hand, but the energy from Amina's spirit was crushing. Baba Kana shouted, Focus your heart. Focus your love, not your fear. Tara felt panic clawing at her chest. She looked up at Amina, whose yellow dress flared in the wind like flames. Her face was a mixture of anger, grief, and desperation. Tara whispered, Amina, listen to me. Sola never left you. He tried to save you. He never wanted you to die. The spirit's eyes flickered. The wind died down for a fraction of a second, then it roared again. You speak lies, Amina hissed. I was alone. I was drowning. He abandoned me. The water surged higher, slamming into the stones around the ritual circle. Baba Kana planted his staff firmly on the ground, chanting words Tara could not understand. Symbols of light appeared briefly on the river's surface, pulsing against Amina's wrath. Tara's hands shook. I know you are hurting. You are angry and scared. But you need to see the truth clearly. She looked at Sola, who was kneeling beside her, his face pale but determined. We can do this together, Amina screamed, a sound that echoed across the forest, scaring birds from the trees. The air smelled of wet earth and rain. Her hands reached toward Sola, but Tara moved in front, standing bravely. You are not alone anymore, she shouted. Sola tried. You didn't see him. He loved you. Amina froze, her arms trembling. The river stopped rising for a moment. Her face twisted, caught between disbelief and pain. Her lips quivered. I don't understand, she whispered. Baba Kana's voice rose over the wind. Let her watch. Let her feel it again. Let the memory show her, and only then can she find peace. The river water shimmered and shifted. Images formed, brighter than the night before. Amina could see herself falling, the current dragging her. Then Sola's desperate hands reached for her, trying to pull her up, every moment replayed, painfully vivid. Tara saw her shoulders shake as tears ran down her ethereal cheeks. Amina's voice cracked. He tried. She dropped to her knees but still glared at Tara. Why did you take him from me? Tara stepped closer cautiously. I did not. I never wanted to. I am here to help. You must accept what happened. Only then can you rest. The wind softened. The river's roar lowered to a hum. Amina's eyes flickered with confusion and grief. For the first time, she looked at Tara not with anger, but with a fragile hope. Amina's hand hovered above the water. Tara's heart pounded. It's okay, Tara whispered. You can let go now. Sola added softly. We are here. You are not alone. The spirit seemed to waver, trembling like smoke in the breeze. Her wet hair fell over her face, and her voice became a soft whisper. I loved him. I didn't want to leave. Tara's hands shook. I know, but it is not your fault anymore. Amina's eyes shifted from Tara to Sola, her face contorted with one last wave of grief. You promised. Forever, she murmured, almost a whisper. Sola's voice broke. I loved you, Amina. I always did. But you must rest now. You cannot stay here. Amina's body quivered. The air around them grew cold, the shadows long and deep. Then something extraordinary happened. Instead of attacking, her body began to rise slowly. Tara and Sola watched as Amina's form became lighter, almost glowing. The water around the riverbank glimmered with her energy. Tara whispered, She's leaving. She's finally letting go. But Baba Kana shook his head subtly. Not completely. She is trapped between worlds. Her anger must still be addressed. Amina's eyes flicked at Tara. You were never meant to replace me, she said softly, almost defeated. Then her voice hardened again. But if you stay, if you try to take him completely, I will return. Tara swallowed. We are not taking him. We are only here to help you rest. Amina's form shimmered and flickered, becoming more translucent. The river water reflected her glow. I will watch. From the shadows, she whispered. I will wait. Sola stepped forward, his hand reaching out. Amina, please, rest in peace. For a moment, her form paused, trembling. Then she slowly floated upward, disappearing into the misty night sky. The river calmed, and the air felt lighter. But Tara knew the warning in her voice would never leave them. Amina was gone, for now. Baba Kana exhaled. She is contained, but not free. Spirits like hers linger. You will always feel her presence. But if you respect her, she may not harm you. Tara shivered, holding Sola's hand. I don't know if I can live with that. Sola pulled her close. We survived this night. We will survive her presence too. Baba Kana looked at the river. The bond she had with him, it is not easily broken. She will be watching, testing, reminding you both. The danger is not over. The forest grew quiet. Only the soft lapping of the river broke the silence. Tara thought of Amina, of her anger and grief, of the river, and felt a chill. The sun rose slowly. Warm light spilled across the forest floor, but Tara noticed shadows clinging to the water, almost like thin fingers reaching up. The memory of Amina's glowing eyes and trembling anger would remain forever. Sola whispered, We must leave. Stay close to me. They began walking back toward the forest path. The air felt heavier than before. Tara glanced at the river. Something rippled in the water, barely visible, almost like a face in the mist. She swallowed hard. Baba Kana followed behind them silently. You may think she is gone, but she watches, and she waits. Do not mistake calm for safety. Tara shivered, holding Sola's hand tighter. She wanted to believe the worst was over, but deep inside, her subconscious screamed. Amina's presence had changed the world around them. Something in the forest, something in the water had shifted. She whispered softly to herself, She is not gone. She is still here. And behind them, among the trees, a yellow dress shimmered faintly in the morning light, as if catching the first sunbeam. The forest stayed quiet, but Tara knew the warning. Amina would return, stronger, angrier, and she would never forgive fully.